Hello and welcome back to Bucketheads, where we're here to talk to you about the Phoenix Suns here in 2026. In 2025 or 2024, the 24-25 season, whatever you want to call it, they were bad. 36 and 46, and Kevin Durant had a great year, and they couldn't get anything done. Really underwhelming season for them. But they trade KD for Jalen Green. Big time news. That's what we're probably going to be talking a lot about. But yeah, Fred, what do you think?
Yeah, I like the Suns a lot. You know, Devin Booker's one of my favorite players in the league. We've been to a game together actually, and love the stadium, love Phoenix. So I'm a fan of this team. I like the trading of. I like how they traded KD. You know, you get a young player in Jalen Green who has crazy potential. I think he's super athletic, super long. You know, has to work on his defense, but they also bring in a guy like Dylan Brooks, leader on the floor, defensive minded, can guard 1 through 5. And I love how they drafted this year. They traded for Mark Williams from the Hornets. I loved that. You got Grayson Allen still, who's hungry and super good defensively. So I think they improved. I think Mark Williams is a defensive player of the year candidate this year, and they bring in Malika from Duke, 7 foot center. You know, so I think they will definitely improve defensively this year. I think last year they had Nurk and Eubanks, and they were trash. Like they were getting cooked, and KD obviously was not the best defensively. So I think this team, although they went 36 and 46 last year, really underwhelming year. I also see this. I see this team getting 45 to 50 wins this year. That's just kind of where I'm at with them. They're in a tough Western Conference, so who knows where they'll be at, but hopefully things turn around in Phoenix. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think the big storyline here for the whole turnaround that you're describing, look, they said goodbye to Mike Budenholzer, or however you say it. He's gone, which I really like because, look, they had three stars that couldn't play together. And at some point, I think that's on the coach. You got to figure out how to let the stars play together, and he couldn't figure it out. They bring in this guy Jordan Ott though. He's only ever been an assistant coach, but he's a young guy, which I think is fun, and I like that. I don't. I just like young coaches with some of the new young pieces that they added in Jalen Green and Mark Williams and the draft picks. So I like the young coach. Bradley Beal's contract is disgusting. He makes more than Devin Booker, and we don't need to talk about that. But D Book and Jalen Green in that backcourt, disgusting. Grayson Allen's just going to be sloppy, get stuff done. Mark Williams is great, so I think they're okay. Vegas thinks they're terrible. Again, one of these teams, 31 and a half over under. That surprises me. Does that surprise you?
Yeah, not to correct you, but Bradley Beal is on the Clippers now, so they traded him. But I will say, I don't know what's your reaction with that, but I think that's a crazy line where they're at. I have this team getting around 40, 45 ish wins this year, so I might bet the over on that this year. That's kind of where I'm at. It's coming back to you.
Are they still paying his whole salary? Because I was looking at their salaries. Bradley Beal's, it says, is their number one paid salary. So are they just paying his whole salary? Do you know?
I think they might. I think they might be
That's disgusting. That's terrible for Phoenix. And
horrible.
oh my God. Okay, so I clearly missed that. But wow, them paying Bradley Beal's whole salary really hurts. But yeah, 31 and a half is low, but it kind of makes sense to me. Um, your backcourt's fun, but you really don't have a good team yet. Should be running up and down the floor with this Jordan Knock guy. I think he's going to want to play newer style of basketball. 31 and a half is low, though. I'm going to say they get 33 wins. They barely hit the over. Um, just because of like if you have Devin Booker, you're gonna win more than 31 games, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
I'm just looking here. Um it was a $13.9 million buyout, remaining $110 million on his 5 year. So he's gonna be make. They have to pay him $110
They're
million
still paying
dollars
him
over
100. Yeah,
5 years.
yeah. That's
Oh my, that is crazy.
you don't
L
want that.
Phoenix, you need a draft. You need to draft well in the next few years. Like, it started well this year. I like how they drafted, but wow, they're in trouble for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, tough situation, but I really think that's all we got on this team. It's a short episode because there's not much here to cover. Phoenix Suns, you're in a bad place right now. Get D Book some help, get Jalen Green some help somehow, and get rid of that Bradley Beal contract. Jesus, that's rough.